Juice was himself an enigma in the music industry. Somebody who I do believe was changing the music industry for the good. You could go back and ear test some of his earliest published works and you could hear the talent in his music. His music stood out for its rawness and emotional vulnerability. This is how he would win millions all over the world. People resonated with his comical personality and down-to-earth and emotional bars, accompanied by his tender voice combination of melodic hip-hop/pop punk spilling all over his records. The guy was diverse. I did a ton of videos revolving around X, somebody who I and others often compare him to. While not as outspoken as X, he undoubtedly had a similar effect on people. I feel like that's fair, right? Juice fans were loyal to him and his music to a fault, and even his personal life. Fans embrace his girlfriend, even his friends. Tell me that Kid Laroi, another popular musician now, who, not to say he didn't work for it, but you can't deny the boost of popularity he got after being seen with Juice, and No Limit. Me personally, I got into Juice when he started hanging out with Ski around early 2018 and tearing freestyles like they were going out of fashion or something. Honestly, it was ridiculous. It seemed like he genuinely just knew the right thing to say to make it sound cool. I can't add anything more to that. But mixed with this melodic ability was a guy who could deliver top tier bars is something that's truly special in music. And honestly, I'm not sure if we'll ever see somebody who was such a genius at both ends of that spectrum. Yeah, I don't think we'll ever see another one. So you're wondering why I titled this video the way I did, right? Juice WRLD is somebody that dealt with the struggles of substance abuse and mental health. I talked about that in a video. Y'all should really check it out. But yes, that ultimately claimed his life. This guy was dealing with all of this stuff while still somehow going from SoundCloud to massive stardom, rising to the top of the charts in what almost seems like overnight. You see a ton of times in music, blank musician gets money and fame and develops a drug habit, but Juice was unfortunately working backwards. The money and fame enabled a problem Juice was already dealing with. Look at the facts. Juice in multiple records as well as interviews have discussed his bad habit, as he called it on a radio show, claiming it started as early as his freshman year of high school and continued as he discovered the drug-saturated music of rappers like Future. So with all that being said, tell me how I'm far off. The music industry, with no offense to Future, pushed artists like Future and Future himself into the public eye. Whether it was for money or popularity, whatever, it's just facts. Just for example, how many kids do you think Future or any other musician has inadvertently introduced them to some sort of illegal substance, whether it be weed or, in Juice's case, Percocet and Xanax? Then you fast forward now, Juice isn't a child anymore, even though he was still incredibly young at the time of his death. Now he's somewhat of an adult. He's lucky and talented enough to get his shot in the spotlight. Millions of fans come his way, millions of dollars comes his way. So he has fame and fortune the music industry allowed him to get. This would directly affect how much more drugs, even at a higher potency, than he would have been able to afford if he wasn't so successful. And I just want to let this cat out the bag. I don't hate the music industry, even though they're subject to shady stuff. Like, honestly, look at it. The history with music labels, and it's a controversial cesspool, honestly. But all I'm saying is that while Juice died of an accidental overdose, and that is the confirmed report, he was taking those pills of his own accord. Nobody was forcing him. Nobody was peer pressuring him. Just look how the industry had a third party hand and how Juice WRLD was led down that path. Like, you look back and you can't tell me the music industry doesn't have some sort of impact and end up happening to Juice. While extremely unfortunate, we should remember the good things he did and how he influenced us all around the world. Who would have thought the Chicago kid would have been one of the best musicians of this generation? R.I.P. Juice. But hey, what do you think? Am I blowing smoke? Am I right in this claim? Let me know in the comment section. If you got this far into the video, I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Remember to like this video and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one.
I mean, it was something that I was into early, low-key due to music. Cause like, I was a music head, so like in 6th grade, 7th grade, I'm hearing songs about sipping lean. Those are like the real influential years, I feel like, especially for like a boy. Like, finding out who your role models are, what you like, basketball, football. That's like when you start kind of choosing the dreams you want to chase, damn near.
Right.
So like 6th, 7th grade, I was hooping, I was playing baseball, I was good at both at the time. But I was also like freestyling, and I was really into music. Like, I used to damn near worship this shit, like I was into music so much. So my family putting me on to all this different music, Future, Gucci, all these niggas talking about drugs, bro.
You can't help but ignore how fun or how interesting, at least, they're making Xans and Lean and all the shit sound.
Yeah, bro. Like when I heard Future, the first song I ever heard by Future was "Ain't No Way Around It." The second song I've ever heard by Future is "Dirty Sprite," like off the first Dirty Sprite mixtape, and that shit had me wanting to sip lean at like 11, 12 years old, bro.
Yeah.
So, you know, I ain't know if that was what I was really finna be doing, but good point of view or a bad point of view, we talk about it from a realistic point of view. So it's like what we're going through, how we feel, if we're with, you know what I'm saying, if we ain't doing it at the moment, if it's, you know what I'm saying, if I'm hurting, you know what I'm saying, like, it's a realistic point of view when it comes to, like, the shit that motherfuckers experiment with and shit that people, you know, shit that I've been through, so, yeah.